Hey everyone, I'm Gary Elysiums. Welcome back to my recent CD pickups video. This is part 34. For those of you who haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, like this video. Help me get more views and help me get my channel out there a little more. Again, I do thank everyone for subscribing and the kind comments. This one, I have a pretty good amount here, so it's probably going to be a little lengthier video. I also have some recent pickups that I grabbed as recent as today, new releases. First up is the newest by Avenged Sevenfold, Life is But a Dream. Listen to it on the way back. It's kind of a concept album. I do like it. Definitely different from their other stuff. I just hate the packaging for it. As you can see, it already came with a crease in it. I didn't see it till after I purchased and opened it, so give that one a listen. Another band just released a new album today, Foo Fighters. This is called But Here We Are. It's really terrible packaging, all white with white writing on it. You can't even really see it at all. I mean, you can't even see the track listing. Personally can, but just all white. To be honest, I haven't been a big fan of the Foo Fighters recently. Their past couple albums, couldn't really get into them. So I have everything by the Foo Fighters. You know, I do collect everything from bands I like, so I had to grab that one. Just like this one. This came out, I believe, last week or the week before. I believe the week before. Jurassic Symphonies, Def Leppard with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. Not a fan of this, to be honest with you. Nothing that Def Leppard's really done since Hysteria, I've really liked them. Like, Hysteria was okay. I think it's overrated. I don't think it should get all the hate it really does, but this is just like remaking of a lot of their tracks with the orchestra. They have a stripped down version of Pour Some Sugar on Me that no one needs to hear. Another recent one, Iggy Pop, Every Loser. I believe this also came out I think within the last 2 months. I finally picked it up. Andrew Watt produced and plays guitar on almost every song on here. Andrew Watt did the Ozzy Osbourne Ordinary Man album, which I thought was decent. I thought he was a good guitarist. Chad Smith from the Chili Peppers plays on here on drums. Duff McKagan plays bass on a lot of tracks. Dave Navarro plays guitar on here. Josh Klinghoffer, that was with the Chili Peppers for a little bit, he plays on here, so decent album. This guy, it's a band, but we kind of just, he never really gets referred to as a band. Haven't listened to him in, I want to say, probably like 15 years, probably longer. It's Dave Matthews Band. This is the newest one called Walk Around the Moon. Since I haven't really been following him, I was a fan of like the very early first albums from the mid-90s up until the early 2000s. Looking at it, I know someone died, maybe 2 members died. I know there was some controversy with Boyd Tinsley, I forget how to say his name. But looks like Dave Matthews Band's on here. The bass player Stefan's still on here. Carter, the drummer, is on here. And I saw that Tim Reynolds, which was a collaborator with Dave Matthews solo, is also listed as a band member. I didn't give us a listen yet, so we'll try. So the artwork's kind of cool. New one I was excited to find, actually. Billy Strings. Saw this guy playing on Instagram, followed him. I would probably categorize this as country. Not 100% country, though. It's a full band. Listed. I don't know much about it besides just, watch some clips on Instagram. So I picked this up and glad I have it. Check it out if you haven't. Billy Strings. Really good guitarist. Then I found this at Goodwill. This is the anthology of Diana Ross and Supremes. Double CD set. There is 49 songs spread out over 2 CDs. That's a bootleg I found. Rage on Stage. Rage Against the Machine. Features songs from Reading in 1996, Golden Gate Park from 96, and München, Germany from 96. Then I don't know anything about Operation Ivy. I do like some of their tracks, so I picked this up. I'm not really familiar with this album. I'm not like the hugest punk fan, by the way. So it looks like it's a compilation from 3 different 7-inches they had out. I meant to look more into this before this video, but I forgot. To use the Mary Chain, Darklands. This band, again, not a band I'm huge into. I do like Dookie. Just gave the band away there. I like some of the early stuff. I like some of the tracks they had here and there. Jesus of Suburbia, I thought was an amazing song. But I had to get these because I have basically everything in their discography except for 2 of these 3 albums. Uno and Dos. Don't have Trey. These were the only 2 they had. So I grabbed these. Again, everything here is like $1 to $2 each, except for the new releases, obviously. This one was like a $3 black metal band. I always like grabbing this random black metal stuff, especially if it's so cheap. Let's see the name. Sacredus. Sacredis. Darkness of Our Souls. Didn't pop this one in yet. I went to try to listen to it. Looks like it's an EP because there's only 6 tracks, and including 3 bonus tracks, so 9 tracks altogether. This is like I think it was like a 2003 release, so I'm gonna check that out. All right, next up, we all see nu metal making this big comeback, and I found a lot of like stuff, nu metal CDs that I had, and I remember these bands. I like this stuff back when I was in high school, and these were all like, they were less than $1. Like, I have 6 of them here. I think he charged me like $2 for them altogether. I thought I had this already, but I don't have it anymore. El Nino with Revolution. This is one of the, I would say later, I believe that they were at Ozfest 2001. What Comes Around was like the big song off this album. Lacuna Coil. I guess they're not really nu metal. They're just kind of lumped in because they were around that same time. This is the debut EP, self-titled, believe it, in 1998. Kitty. Not a nu metal band at this point. This is In the Black. Kitty started off as an amazing nu metal band and totally went into this like heavy metal, almost death metal sound. And this is a really good album by them. They really switched up with their second album, Oracle, which came out in 2001, from Spit. And huge difference. They totally changed their sound. Sorry if I'm boring all the nu metal haters out there. Pitch Shifter. This is www.pitchshifter.com, released in 98. I do have the Pitch Shifter album that came out after this, and I can't remember what it's called. Like I said, it's been so long since I listened to this stuff. It's just like, I haven't heard it all. Full Devil Jacket. This is their debut album. Remember this band was on a Scream 3 soundtrack, which is one of those essential soundtracks for the nu metal era, along with Dracula 2000 and the Hard and Heavy compilation, if you guys remember that, the 2-disc set, which is how I know this band from, Puya. Fundamental. This is a Spanish-American band. A lot of the lyrics are in Spanish. Really cool groove to it. Really good stuff. I do like this. So this band I saw was opening for Avenged Sevenfold. Took a chance. Pierce the Veil, The Jaws of Life. It was still sealed. It was like $2, so I was like, I'll take a chance. And came out in 2023, so I feel like it's pretty recent. I listened to it. Not a big fan of it. I mean, maybe I'll give it a couple more listens and see if it grows on me. This CD I once owned and surprised to find it again so cheap. Ray Charles, Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music. One of Ray Charles' best-known albums. This is often regarded as the top. Discussion is some of the greatest albums of all time. Basically, it's Ray Charles putting his own R&B soul take on classic country songs. Grabbed I believe this is his debut, Syd Barrett solo debut, The Madcap Laughs. This is the remastered version. Sorry about the glare. I'm trying to make this video too long. I saw this album artwork. I was like, this album artwork's amazing. I like that kind of like honky-tonk southern rock looks, and I saw it was Marty Stewart and his Fabulous Superlatives, so I grabbed it. This is called Altitude. This is actually another new release. This and the Pierce the Veil were both like $2, like 2023 releases, so cool. Keeping up with my Beach Boys theme, I'm trying to grab everything by the Beach Boys. This was $1. Greatest Hits Volume 2. Basically stuff from the mid-60s to the early 70s. And then this I picked up. Again, it's like one of them deals where all these CDs are like $1 a piece, but if you get like 10 of them, they charge me like $5 or something. Patti Scialfa, I always screw up her last name, Bruce Springsteen's wife. This is her album called 23rd Street Lullaby. I figured I'd give it a chance for the price. Why not? See what it's like. I always like this band. I feel like it's lumped way into country and can definitely be a country rock band, almost southern rock. Alabama. This is American Pride. Has the hit single "I'm in a Hurry" and I Don't Know Why. 1992 release. Again with the Beach Boys. Endless Summer. I know I had this somewhere. It just wasn't in my Discogs. They should remaster that. This I didn't know. This is kind of a little nostalgia for me. Annie Lennox. As you see, I'm into all types of music, from metal to pop and soul, country, whatever. This is Diva. Why and Walking on Broken Glass. I remember them being all over the radio as a kid. Again, on Beatles, probably my favorite band. This is Come Together, America Salutes the Beatles. Basically, it's like a lot of country stars from the 90s. This came out in 1995. From the 90s doing renditions, you have Willie Nelson doing One After 909, Tanya Tucker doing Something. Let's see, what are some big names here? Randy Travis doing Nowhere Man, Huey Lewis doing Oh Darling, Chris Christopherson doing Paperback Writer. Cool stuff there. This, I don't know what it was. This is Cruel Sun by Rusted Root. I knew some of the songs on here, especially Send Me On My Way, the most popular song. A different rendition. It looks like this, it says like not copyright 92, then it has a 2003 re-release. So I feel like their debut album, I believe, came out in 94. So I feel like this might have been the self-released demo or self-released album before they had a major label deal. That's what I'm guessing. Another CD I didn't have for some reason, Jimmy Cliff, The Harder They Come soundtrack. Huge reggae staples on here. You can get, if you really want it, Rivers of Babylon, which Sublime covered. The Harder They Come itself, Pressure Drop. Really cool stuff. And then this one was also a buck. Bob Marley and the Wailers, Roots of a Legend. Excuse me. 2-disc set, CD with 21 tracks and a live concert. 10 tracks on here, and one of the last shows he's done. I didn't watch the DVD yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So Jackson Browne. I think Jackson Browne's one of the greatest songwriters of all time. I really like his stuff. Never bores me. And going through my Discogs, I realized I didn't have a lot of this stuff, and I thought I did. So real quick, let me just go back. I'm going to put them in order. I think this one came out first. Yeah, we'll do that. Lawyers in Love. Awesome album from 1983. Tender as the Night was the hit single off here. The follow-up, Lives in the Balance. Not the best artwork there. Then we get into 90s with, this is 93 with I'm Alive. Looking East from 97. And then this one, I remember when it came out. I was back in high school, I was still in that weird transition of new metal into like all this classic stuff that I actually was really getting into and I knew already I loved. Yeah, 2002 release, The Naked Ride Home. I remember it was like being advertised in Tower Records and in that the Pulse magazine, if everyone remembers that from Tower Records. All right, so some more Beatles stuff. I already have some of this, but not this exact CD version. The early tapes of the Beatles with Tony Sheridan, John Mayall, USA Union. This is just released under John Mayall, basically solo, even though he has a band on it, not under Blues Breakers. And then this I grabbed again. This is Thank You from the Red Chip Peppers. Stone Temple Pilots. Gotta censor that. So this is the 2-disc version with the DVD DVD of all the music videos and the CD of the greatest hits. I had this when it came out. It's kind of so scratched up because I always listened to it, hanging out with friends. It was just like that good time, hanging out music. I watched the DVD so much. It was so scratched up that I kind of like got rid of it. I do have the single disc, and I had to get this so I can have the DVD again. Kiss bootleg I found. This one's called Carnival, live in Sao Paulo, Brazil, July 28th, 1994. Remastered version of The Extremist from Joe Satriani. Lean over, get the rest of these. I don't have anything by this band, so I grabbed this. The Ventures, Walk, Don't Run. All-time greatest hits. The Ventures, great 60s instrumental band. A lot of songs you'd probably hear. A lot of instrumentals they did. Another bootleg. This one was really cool to find for $1, and on Discogs it lists from like 30 to 50 bucks. This is called Hollywood Swingers by Sublime. Recorded live at the Hollywood Palace, California, February 17th, 1995. Cool artwork there. There's actually a couple tracks from the self-titled album, like they open up a Garden Grove on here. Really cool stuff. This is like a legit bootleg, I guess, because of the price it's going for, but really cool stuff. Another Beach Boys. This is Best of the Brothers Years, Greatest Hits Volume 3, 1970 to 1986. Really like that album artwork. This is the Who BB Sessions. This is like the bonus disc that came with the original disc. I have the single disc, but this is a 8-track bonus that came with it. It's called Live at the BPC. The other one's called BBC Sessions. So basically it's 7 more tracks on here, plus an interview that opens it up with Pete Townshend. All right, 3 Days Grace, Explosions. I know this is a new singer, not the original singer. I'm going to give it a try, see how I feel about it. I heard of this band, metalcore band, Lorna Shore, Pain Remains. Don't really know much about them. I know the name. Picked it up to see what it's all about. Grabbed OK, Not OK, the remastered version of OK Computer, the 20th anniversary. Comes with a second disc of B-sides, unreleased tracks, rarities, things like that, and of course the original album remastered. Black Keys, El Camino. Again, this wasn't listed to my Discogs, even though I thought I had it. For those of you who watched it the first time, I know I explained this. I just catalog my stuff in Discogs, and I actually sell through Discogs. And I grabbed the newest by Smashing Pumpkins. This is called Atom, a rock opera in 3 acts. Again, another band that I've seen them live a few years ago, and they were amazing. Just, I'm not that into their, like, you know, post-breakup stuff. Once they originally broke up in, I think, 2000 or 2001, I want to say, when I got back together, I wasn't really a big fan of it. I know it started with Zeitgeist. Couldn't really get into any of it. Natalie Merchant, live in concert. I do like Natalie Merchant. I think she's got a great voice. Carnival is one of my favorite songs of all time. I love that one. And last one I have here, I remember last video I was talking about how I'm trying to get all these deluxe editions, but I found the deluxe edition of 461 Ocean Boulevard by Eric Clapton. 2-disc set, obviously. First disc has 5 extra tracks along with the original album remastered. Disc 2 is live at the Hammersmith Odeon, December 1974. So yeah, I was happy to finally find this, and yeah, that's it. That's all I have for this video. Everyone, again, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Thank you.